Contact flight. Okay, engine stop. Safety ahead of engine. No control, no call, engine override off. Engine on off.
Sometimes you gotta be a little bit crazy.
I believe that this nation should commit itself.
Crazy enough to start something new.
Before this decade
Crazy
is out,
enough to leave your comfortable routine.
returning him safely to the earth.
Crazy enough to send a man to the moon. Crazy enough to keep going after every failure, every setback, every doubt.
As we
Some people don't even believe we made it to the moon.
let us go to the new worlds together. Not as new worlds to be conquered, but as a new
But the
adventure
real
to
question
be shared.
isn't did we make it? It's are you crazy enough to believe? I don't really come down here often. This is the Crushed Panda graveyard. Man, I haven't been down here in forever. This is Crushed Panda. This is our production room. Was. Let me show you what a Crushed Panda is. This is a Crushed Panda. The concept was customize your panda and you're able to send it to someone and it has a message inside of the panda. And so hence Crushed Panda. So you get the panda right here and you would get a hammer, right? And you'd have to crush it open to see what was inside, like a fortune cookie. But I don't know, it wasn't solving a problem. We would throw the plaster in the mold. You got that plaster right there. We throw it in the mold. And we'd stick this little guy in the mold. And that would give us a little chamber to then put the message in. And we'd come over here once they're done. And we would get the message in there and then fill it up. And then we would go over to the paint station and we would paint them. And I mean, we have tons of pandas. As you can see, I haven't even moved any of this in months. I don't want to throw it away because I feel like, I don't know, part of me still holding on to it, I think. But this was an idea that I really wanted to work and I put a lot of time and effort into, but it didn't work. In high school, all these kids would love to secretly send a crushed soda pop to their crush. And then the person who received the soda pop or the crush could pay an extra $5 to figure out who sent it to them. On top of that, the sender could pay an additional $5 to block their name. So I thought, okay, what if we can duplicate that and do something on a larger scale where you can send your crush a crushable, right? And so we played into that, hence the Crushed Panda. I bought the 3D models, spent money on paint sprayers, on paint, on packaging, on tape, on boxes. I spent thousands of dollars to bring this idea to life. And then once we brought the idea to life, I started making the socials and started pushing out ads and started telling everybody about it. But then I realized that, again, it didn't solve a problem. Earlier this year, I had the idea to make these crazy golf tees. Let me show you. I mean, I thought they were awesome. We had these Mario golf tees, these popsicle golf tees. I actually love these ones. Lightsaber golf tees, Alien, the red Solo Cup. We made these toilet golf tees. And then after making them, I made this ad and I pushed it out on Instagram and Facebook just to see what people's responses were. The comments that I received on the golf tees, one of them in particular said, "You lose 50 yards off your swing, but your friends will think it's cool." So I went out to the driving range and I hit golf balls off of these golf tees. And it was true. I lost yardage on my swing. Okay, what do golfers want? They want to perform. Golfers care about their drive more than they care about the look of their golf tee. I realized that I didn't understand my customers. And so your faces kind of reminded me of the golf tees that I made earlier this year. We ended up with the grand total of 1 order, which is great. It was a win. But it was not until I started fulfilling the order that I realized that we had a problem. It took me 45 minutes to 3D model the customer's face, 45 minutes plus to print it, and then it took another 45 minutes to fulfill it. I understand that if we had more orders, that time would shrink. But after all was said and done, 1 order took 2 hours to make. Fulfilling these orders just takes a lot longer than I thought they would. Secondly, a good product solves a problem. And this product doesn't solve a problem. Know when to get into something and know when to get out of something. It was time to get out of this, yourfaces.com. What I do understand now is that if we want to reach $1 million in 265 days now, we got to build something that provides value to our customers and that, most importantly, solves a problem really well. Yeah, this is much harder than I thought. We're at $3,500 in the penny project. But I don't really know where to go from here. I have a few ideas. I don't know if they'll work. I'm just gonna try them. But I don't really know if it'll be enough. I don't know if it'll be enough. We spend so much money on the gym, lifting weights, on our diets and our food, but we often forget about one of the most fundamental aspects of health, which is our breathing.
We found in our laboratory that just 1, 2, or 3 of those physiological sighs brings your level of stress down very, very fast.
Which is one of the reasons why Laird is 60 years old, looks like he's 30. The guy is just constantly focusing on his breath because he wants to stay active in the field at the top of his class. Elite trainers that I know, they said this is the #1 thing that they do for athletes right now is to focus on their breath.
Breathing exercises, done correctly, done safely, are one of the most powerful ways to control your mind and your body, your nervous system, your endocrine system. But if you practice them recklessly, they can cause a whole bunch of problems. You can black out, you can screw up your digestion, you can have anxiety attacks as well.
So, introducing Paco. This is Paco. Right, so the goal of Paco is that it's an everyday carry. You don't have to use your phone. It's meant for kids who are stressed at school. It's meant for moms who are stressed after dropping their kids off at school. This is a product for everybody who gets stressed. Once I built this thing that's in my hands and I kind of got an idea of what it needed to be, how am I even gonna build this thing? I can't do this on my own. As much as I want to do this on my own, I can't do this on my own. So then I went on LinkedIn and typed in electrical engineering students. I messaged a few of them. Within 24 hours, I was on the phone with electrical engineering students down at BYU.
Do you know about the product itself?
What would have cost $250 and a massive headache to figure it out ended up costing $350 and 3 engineers who knew way more than I did to build a proof of concept for me.
Okay, so here's our little setup right now. Okay, this side goes to the other.
We have 9 months to build this thing out. I have hope that this is actually something that can solve a problem. Is it going to be something that gets us to the $1 million? While the engineers are building Paco, we'll start working on the second idea, which is called... Okay, let me go down. Sorry, see you later. Okay, let's see how these ones do. Dang, that's trash. The bottom layers. Oh, that's better. Oh, there we go. There we go, those are better. Those look cool. That is cool.